Over the past several days, we have been learning about regular plural nouns and how to make a singular noun a plural noun. Remember, a plural noun is more than one person, place, or thing. But today we're going to talk about some ones that are rule breakers. They do not like to follow the rules. So, before we get into that, let's review the ones that do follow these four rules. They are the ones that we can always count on to follow these exact rules, and there isn't really a lot of confusion. So, most nouns can be made plural by adding an awesome. They can be made plural by just adding an S. Now, if a noun ends in an S, CH, SH, X, or Z, you're going to add, awesome job, you're going to add an ES to the end of it. If a noun ends in a consonant, remember a consonant is any other letter except for A, E, I, O, and U. So if a noun ends in a consonant and then a Y, we're going to change the Y to something, and then we're going to add something. Awesome job. We're going to change the Y to I and add ES. And the last rule that these nouns follow is if a noun ends in an F or an FE, we're going to drop those. We're going to take the F or the FE out, and we're going to add, awesome job, we're going to add VES. Now, not every noun knows how to follow these rules. These nouns are called irregular plural nouns. To make an irregular noun plural, you usually have to change the spelling, and that's what makes them these rule breakers. So, for example, we have child. A child is a singular noun. It's one child. And when we have more than one child, it becomes children. So notice the I is pronounced differently, and we have that REN added to the end. So here are some more examples. We have one tooth, but we have multiple teeth. We have maybe one goose, but we're going to have multiple geese. This next one is kind of tricky. So we'll have one cactus, but we have multiple cacti. There's one person, but multiple people. And then one die, but when you have more than one, it's called a dice. So let's try some on our own. So if we have one man, or one person that is a man, we would say man. But if we had multiple, we would say, awesome job, we would say men. So one man, maybe two or three men. We have one right foot, but we have two feet. Awesome job. And the last one, we have one mouse, but we have multiple mice. Awesome job. So some irregular nouns don't change at all when you make them plural. And when we read these in sentences, we really have to use our context clues to figure out, are they talking about one? Or are they talking about more than one? So for example, if we're talking about a moose and we say that a moose walked across the street by himself, I'm going to know that I'm talking about one singular moose. But if I say a family of moose walked across the street, well, I know a family usually has more than one, so I know they're going to be talking about more than one moose, but the word stays the same. So here are some more examples of irregular plural nouns that will stay the same. You could have one pair of pants Or you can have 10 pairs of pants. So pants stays the same no matter if it's one or multiple. You can have one fish. You can have 10 fish. Fish stays the same no matter how many you have. Same with scissors. I can have one pair of scissors, or I can have 10 pairs of scissors. It's going to stay the same. There can be one deer in my yard, or I can have 10 deer in my yard. Deer is an irregular noun that will stay the same. And the last one is sheep. A farmer can have one sheep, or they can have 8 sheep. No matter what, sheep stays the same. So why do we call these nouns irregular? Well, we haven't learned about this prefix yet, but IR, this prefix right here, this means not. So this means not regular. So instead of saying not regular plural nouns, we just add that prefix and we call them irregular plural nouns.